Yes, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening po sa inyong lahat. Hello ladies! Hello, kamusta kayo?
Hello.
Ayan, so magandang
Mabuti.
Hello,
lahat tayo
everyone.
mabuti, diba? So, yes, welcome po sa another episode ng aming OFWs Go Digital. So, this is a live talk series about OFW and our digital journey. And naka-live po kami sa aming mga Facebook pages. So kung nanonood po kayo, mag-comment po kayo kung saan kayo nanonood, anong oras na sa inyo dyan kasi alam namin yung mga pages namin is global. So around the world na napapanood po kami. So mag-comment lang po kayo at kung manonood kayo in the replay, mag-comment din po kayo. So, ito pong aming OFWs Go Digital, itong live talk series namin. Ang aim namin is to educate, inspire all OFW na makapag-set up ng digital business that it can help to it can be your side hustle, it can be your corporate exit strategy, o kaya naman is makapag-save more, di ba? Makapag-earn and save more para sa family mo in case you want to go home at as soon as possible matupad yon. So, before we start our episode 2, so let us introduce muna kasi dun sa mga bagong manonood or baka nakalimutan nyo kami, so magpakilala ulit kami. Okay? So mag-start po tayo with Sis Jel.
Okay. Magandang gabi po sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin ngayon ng live. Ako po si Jel. I am a wife to an overseas Filipino worker in Papua New Guinea. We are OFW family based in PNG. And I'm a mom of 2, a preschooler and a newborn. And me and my husband, we are both working professionals. My husband is into finance and I'm into HR and recruitment. And we are also proud digital business owners.
Yes, thank you, Sis Jel. Hello, everyone. Wherever you are watching us from, magandang umaga, magandang hapon, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Sa lahat po ng nanonood sa aming mga pages, thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Lani. I'm a single mother, an overseas Filipino worker sa isang manufacturing company na nakabase dito sa Cambodia, and of course, a proud digital business owner and mentor. Thank you.
Hello, magandang gabi. Good evening to our 7 million viewers. 8 na as of right now. My name is Karen. I am working here in Taiwan, originally from Bicol, Albay. I am a breadwinner of the family. And yeah, I am currently working as a factory worker here in Taiwan for almost 9 years now.
Yeah. Thank you, Sis Karen. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. Sa inyo mga sis, hello din. Hope everyone had a great weekend with their families. So thank you for being here with us tonight and stay tuned for more information about the digital business. Ako nga po pala si Verna, wife and 2 beautiful kids, originally from Canadian Luna, Philippines, and currently living here in the US for almost 18 years. I also work for a US service company and part-time retail associate and a part-time digital business owner. Yeah, thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you Sis Berna. So magandang gabi po ulit sa inyong lahat. So ako naman po si Cathy. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 2 boys and nakabase ako dito sa Singapore kasama ang aking family. I'm an engineer by profession but now a stay-at-home mom and a proud digital business owner and a mentor. So this business allows me to spend more time with my children and magkaroon ng another stream of income na makakatulong sa amin dito, especially nandito kami sa Singapore na mataas yung cost of living. So preparing for my children education, so it helps this digital business. So ayun po, so let's start our discussion. So this episode, we will discuss why OFWs need to start digital business. So, isi-share po namin sa inyo based on our own experience. So, bakit nga ba kailangan ng OFW na mag-start ng online business? So, kanina nasabi ko yon, it can be your side hustle. So, pwede naman yan na maging corporate strategy exit nyo. And yun po, ngayon, i-share namin based on our experience, bakit kailangan ng OFW na mag-start ng digital business. Okay?
Alright. Thank you so much, sis. Bakit nga ba? Bakit kailangang mag-start ng digital business or online business ng mga OFWs na kagaya natin? Ang typical na setup kasi ng mga OFW families, no, either yung mom or dad or sino man sa mag-asawa ang nasa abroad nagtatrabaho na iwan ang family sa Pilipinas, no? Pag tinanong mo sila ano ba yung reason bakit sinacrifice mo yung time mo with family, iniwan mo yung family mo sa Pilipinas para makapagtrabaho sa ibang bansa. Ang lagi nilang sagot, walang choice kasi nandito yung opportunity, no? So, yun yung binibigay ng business na to. Okay? The choice. This business can give you your choice, options, the freedom and flexibility to live your life within your own terms, no? Having more time with your family and at the same time earning, hindi mo na kailangan mga ibang bansa. So kagaya nung nangyari sa aming family, ang husband ko is an OFW, he's based in Papua New Guinea. My career is in the Philippines. Syempre, nung nag-asawa na kami, meron na kaming mga anak. Pag naging parent ka kasi, yung priorities mo talagang magbabago 360 degrees, no? So, yung priorities namin would revolve around our kids. And during that time, it wasn't really a very good setup kasi si husband nasa ibang bansa, ako nagtatrabaho din, so wala kaming oras sa kids. And we knew na pag may isang parent na malayo, magkakaroon talaga siya ng effect, no, sa mga bata, especially during the formative years, 1 to 7 years old. Kaya kailangan yung stage na yan talaga nababantayan mo yung mga bata. Tsaka merong guidance, no, proper guidance from both parents. Hindi natin masabi. And it's not for all naman, pero most of the time talaga merong effect. So, we don't want to risk the future of our kids na ganun yung setup. So, we thought of ways talaga to look for an opportunity na magkakasama na kami. Pero syempre, the option is really to move to Papua New Guinea kasi nandun yung opportunity ni husband. So, when we found this opportunity, 5 months into the business, we were able to move with my husband in Papua New Guinea. And I was able to be present to our daughter during that time, isa pa lang. And earn at the same time. Less time at work kasi I only allot 2 to 3 hours in a day to do our business. More time with family, more time with kids, and of course, very good earning potential, no? Na halos ma-compare ko siya with the earning that I have with my corporate job. Minsan more than that pa. Ganon kaganda yung online business na to. And on the other way around, for parents naman na hindi kagaya namin na you can bring your families abroad. Merong iba kasi hindi talaga po pwede. Minsan pag tinanong mo sila, anong plano mo as an OFW hanggang kailan ka magtatrabaho sa ibang bansa? Kasi hindi naman forever na OFW ka, di ba? Minsan or madalas ang sagot, siguro makapag-ipon lang, mapatapos ang mga anak, at pag-uwi makapagpatayo ng negosyo. Ang tanong ko lang dyan, gaano ka kasigurado na pag-uwi mo, buo pa yung pamilya, di ba? Kasi ang dami nung time na nawala at hindi mo na maibabalik yun as parents, di ba? And at the same time, gaano ka ka-sure na yung energy mo, if you are to set up a traditional business, medyo matagal ka nagtrabaho abroad, uwi ka ng Pilipinas, set up a traditional business, how sure are you na yung energy mo ganun pa din? Kasi if you are to set up a traditional business, you have to give 100% of your time, money, effort, at hindi lang 8 hours yan, 24/7 to manage a traditional business. So, tanong mo yan sa sarili mo. And lastly, gaano ka ka-sure na yung business na itatayo mo is magiging as profitable as this online business. Hindi naman basta sinet up mo, bukas kikita ka na agad or in few months, no? You have to give it time to for it to really flourish. You get your return of investment and then you earn eventually. Matagal. So dun sa period na yon, kasi wala ka ng trabaho sa ibang bansa, umuwi ka sa Pilipinas, titigil na ang kita. Mababawasan na ang savings, 'di ba? Walang pumapasok. So medyo mahirap pag wala kang sinet up habang nagtatrabaho ka pa sa ibang bansa. Kaya it's good na while you're there, while you're still young, you have the energy to allot an hour or two in your business. While you still can invest in your business kasi you're still working, do this. Start your online business para pag uwi mo ng Pilipinas, you already have money to financially support your retirement. You have a legacy, pwede mong ipamana sa mga anak mo. At the same time, hindi ka naaasa sa mga anak mo pagtanda mo. Why? Because this business can really support you financially in terms of your retirement. No? Yun lang po.
It's my turn. Ako na muna. Ayan. Okay. Bakit nga ba kailangan mag-set up ng digital business ng mga OFW na katulad namin? Yes. Maraming reasons bakit. Pwede kang magkaroon ng side hustle. Pwede kang makapag-ipon ng maaga or makapag-ipon. Pwede ka rin magkaroon ng backup plan. Pwede ka rin magkaroon ng, pwede mo rin maging exit strategy. Yes, katulad ng sabi ni Sis Cathy. And syempre, pwedeng preparations mo para sa iyong retirement or pwede mong ma-achieve yung iyong retirement plans. Kasi yung sakripisyo namin parang normal na sa aming mga OFW. Kasama na sa hirap ng aming mga trabaho yung kailangan mong tiisin, yung milyang layo at yung maraming oras na gugugulin mo para mapalayo sa mga mahal mo sa buhay. Madalas walang tigil na pagtatrabaho. Yung iba kailangan pang maghanap ng pangalawang trabaho o pangatlong trabaho para lang matiyak na makakapag-ipon sila ng sapat na pera para sa paghahanda nila para sa kanilang pagre-retiro. Kasi kailangan talaga ng OFW na ma-ensure na secured yung buhay, yung kalusugan at yung wealth goals ng aming mga OFW at syempre ng pamilya. Syempre inaasahan din namin yung araw na darating yung araw na maaari na kami mag-retire at finally makakasama na namin yung mga mahal namin sa buhay. Kaya napakahalaga na ma-achieve natin yung ating retirement plans para magkaroon tayo ng peace of mind and financial independence kasi magbibigay ito sa atin ng confidence to step into a new phase ng ating buhay na hindi ka mag-worry, di ba? And syempre, habang tumatanda ka, mas nagiging malinaw at mas malakas yung pangangailangan ng financial support. But with the benefits of retirement planning programs, we as OFW, we can be able to enjoy financial independence without compromising yung ibang pangarap namin para sa aming mga pamilya. Kaya napakahalaga po na magkaroon ng OFW ng another resource na or negosyo na flexible siya na kung saan magagawa mo ito habang ikay nagtatrabaho bilang OFW. Napakahalaga po nun sa atin. Para ma-achieve natin yung retirement plans na kailangan natin at para ma-enjoy natin yung benefits ng retirement programs na ito. At ito po ay posible sa digital business. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much for that, Ate Lani. Tunay nga na ang daming reasons kung bakit we need to start an online business, a digital business, habang nagtatrabaho pa lang tayo dito sa abroad. And for me, kung bakit ako nag-venture into this kind of business way back year ago is sa dami, hindi ko na isa-isahin, but I have two main reasons. One of which is to have another source of income. Yun talaga yung isa sa mga dahilan. Dahil kung aasa lang din ako sa sahod na meron ako, that is, sabihin na natin, hindi siya sasapat, knowing na ako yung breadwinner ng family namin. So, kumbaga, ang dami kong responsibilities, parang walang katapusang responsibilities sa family ko. So, hindi enough para sa akin na aasa lang ako sa sahod ko. Siyempre, usually kasi ang iniisip ng pamilya natin sa Pinas, ganito kalaki yung sinasahod natin kapag kinonvert nila into Philippine peso. Pero unknowingly na, siyempre yung ginagastos ko dito sa Taiwan is dollars din. Kung ano yung pera dito, kung ano yung currency, yun din yung ginagastos ko. So I need to look for another source of income na hindi na-compromise yung trabaho ko dito sa Taiwan. Kasi once na pumunta ka sa isang lugar, sa isang bansa, you have that contract na pinirmahan. So, basically, legally, hindi kami pwede mag-part-time. But, some of our kababayans here are doing that dahil nga, maybe kulang, hindi sapat yung sinasahod, maraming pinagkakagastusan sa Pilipinas, maraming sinusuportahan, mga ganyan. So, definitely, ang gagawin talaga is maghahanap ng part-time job. But in my case, I am so grateful na natagpuan ko yung business na ito dahil this is very much flexible. Ginagawa ko lang siya as a side hustle, so hindi naaapektuhan yung trabaho ko sa kung anong job meron ako ngayon. So I spend more than 12 hours sa aking trabaho, and kahit busy ako sa work ko, the business is continuously running. So wala akong nilalabag na batas, ganon. And another thing is, I need a backup plan. Yun talaga yun. Kasi as a factory worker, as an OFW dito sa Taiwan, we are just allowed to stay here for 12 years. So after ng 12 years, ano na yung mangyayari? Diba? Kung wala kang plano sa buhay mo na mag-venture into business, tapos uwi ka sa Pilipinas, definitely, mahihirapan ka talaga. Tama yung sinabi ni Sis Jel kanina, at isa to sa mga patunay, kasi masishare ko lang, noong unang kontrata ko, so after 3 years, saka pala ako umuwi sa Pilipinas. Then ang dala-dala ko lang noon is kung ano yung naipon ko from my work here in Taiwan. So yun lang din yung ginastos ko sa Pilipinas. And until such time na hindi ko namamalayan, unti-unti na-drain na pala yung savings ko. Kasi yun lang yung pera na meron ako eh. Wala akong trabaho pag uwi ko ng Pilipinas. So definitely walang pumapasok sa akin na pera. So lahat ng pera ko, lahat ng savings ko palabas. Parang yung feeling ko, gusto ko na hilahin yung buwan eh, para makabalik ako ulit ng Taiwan para magtrabaho. Ganun talaga yung mararamdaman mo kapag wala kang ibang pinagkukuhanan ng sahod. Kasi syempre, yung expenses ng family mo, sa'yo manggagaling. At akala ng mga kapitbahay mo, syempre, ang yaman mo eh. Kasi galing ka abroad eh. Ganun yung first impression lagi ng ibang tao sa'yo. Ang dami mong pera kasi abroad ka. Which is basically hindi. So kung anong pinagpaguran namin dito, yung sinasahod namin dito, yun lang din yung meron kami. So hindi nyo dapat iniisip na marami kang pera, ganon. Kasi ganun talaga. Minsan nga, syempre hihingan ka pa ng pasalubong kasi galing ka abroad eh. Pero unknowingly, lahat yon bunga ng pagod, sacrifices na malayo kami sa family namin. But we need to take that consequence kasi gusto namin, ang aim namin is mabigyan ng magandang buhay yung family namin. So I need to have this backup plan kasi I need to provide for my family. I need to continuously sustain yung mga pangangailangan nila. So I'm so grateful kasi umuwi man, matapos man yung kontrata ko dito sa Taiwan, I have the choice na i-continue yung business ko. Pwede ko siyang dalhin wherever I go. Pwede akong mag-continue dito ng work ko. Dahil meron pa naman akong remaining 3 years. Patapos na yung kontrata ko by October, but I can still stay for 3 years long. And I can still run the business on the side kasi nga, it doesn't require me 24/7 eh. Kaya ko lang siyang i-run ng kahit at least 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day. Magagawa ko siyang patakbuhin. So, if kaya kitang OFW, isa kang breadwinner din ng family mo na hindi pwede mawalan ng trabaho, definitely, this digital business is malaking tulong. So, yun lang for me.
Sis Lani or Sis Karen, can you read the comments?
Oh, sige. We have this from Christian Lord. Sabi niya dito, hello ladies, magandang gabi. Watching live from PNG. So, napaka-global talaga ng ating business. And we have here another one from Andrew Pilayo. Hello ladies, watching live from Singapore.
Okay, we still have another comment from Christian Lord. From PNG, to be together while having passive income, yan ang maganda sa digital business na to. Yes. We also have one comment from Eric M. Saliva. Good morning or evening, watching here at Federal Way, Washington, USA. Hello. Thanks for watching. Oh, we still have one more. Okay, from Cambodia, from Chang Bobby. Hello, watching from Cambodia. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, ladies. Thank you sa aming mga viewers and commenters. Okay, so ako naman nakaka-relate ako sa lahat ng mga naibigay niyong stories and yung mga sacrifice niyo sa family. So for me, why do I need to set up an online business? So like you, I want to provide financially for my family. So whether kahit saan naman tayo siguro tumira, naandyan yung expenses, di ba? You know, anywhere in the world, yung expenses or cost of living is very high. Lahat ng, anything from bills, groceries, college expenses, home and car maintenance, tumataas lahat yan. So, kahit saan pa tayo naandoon. So, that is why marami sa atin double job and para, to be able to provide for the family and their families back home. And then, so I started this business to fill our needs. So while having a full-time job, I was able to start. So the benefits of this business that I like the most is the flexibility and mobility. And, those are the key factors that contributes to the success of an online business. So we can work any time of the day, anywhere we go. So currently I have a part-time job and, I'd like to eventually just have one or maybe, an exit strategy so that, I can be a stay-at-home mom with, my kids. So I still have a little boy growing up and I want to be with him. So, I have missed a lot, my other daughter. So like when she was growing up, we were working like 3 jobs before. So yun, gusto kong, we still have time. Sabi nga ni Sis Jel, we cannot take back or we cannot earn back the time na miss natin sa ating family. So I'm thankful to have this opportunity, and I'm still a bit far from the dream, but we'll be there, we'll get there. So we just need to have that courage and and confidence and yung bang feeling na kailangan natin gawin to. So, para ma-achieve natin lahat ng goals natin sa buhay. So, that's all for me. Okay, we have a comment from Christian Lord. Ito ang nakakaengganyo, hindi nako-compromise ang full-time job or running the digital business on the side. Yeah, tama yan. So, and good evening, OFW ladies, tuloy ang laban. Yeah. Okay, we have another one from Felicidad. Well, good evening po. Good evening, watching from Albay.
Ayan. Thank you for sharing, ladies. So, nakaka-relate din ako sa inyo. So, sabi nga nasa abroad tayo, dollar yung kinikita pero dollar din yung ginagastos. So, ganun din yung, kumbaga yung mga needs natin. Diba? So, for me, bakit kailangan simulan tong digital business is naranasan ko mawala ng trabaho. So, how I wish na sinimulan ko tong digital business nung may trabaho pa ako. Kasi, siguro kung mahirap na mawalan ka ng trabaho na hindi ka prepared. So, but for us, syempre, matagal na rin kami nagtatrabaho dito sa Singapore. So, meron na rin kami mga savings. Pero, yung savings, hanggang kailan yon? Hindi mo magagastos yung savings. So, 'di ba? Dahil isa lang ang source of income. So, syempre, kung hindi enough yung isang source of income, talaga mababawasan yung savings. So, I remember nung nag-start kami dito sa Singapore, nung nagkaroon ako ng isang anak. So, nag-work ako, nabuntis ako, then dahil walang mag-aalaga or gusto kong umuwi ng Pilipinas, so nag-stop ako mag-work. And then after 2 months na i-deliver ko yung anak ko, bumalik kami dito sa Singapore kasi pinili namin na magkakasama. So, yung sacrifices na, syempre magkakasama kayo pero isa yung source of income, talagang mababawasan yung savings. After 1.5 years, nung nakita namin yung savings na bumababa na siya, doon, no choice, kailangan ko na ulit magtrabaho. So, this time na nawalan ako ng trabaho, gusto ko ng security na hindi magalaw yung savings kasi dahil lumalaki yung family, lumalaki yung mga bata, syempre yung expenses lumalaki din siya. So mahalaga na naka-prepare, mahalaga na meron tayong plan and meron tayong goal na para sa mga mga anak natin. And marirealize natin na hanggang kailan tayo magtatrabaho. So, yun na-realize ko na yung oras na magkakasama kami dito pero limited pa rin yung time na magkakasama kasi kailangan mo magtrabaho. So, for me, kailangan natin ng plan B. Kailangan natin na prepare tayo in case na merong mangyari na hindi natin inaasahan, mawalan ng trabaho, especially yung economy natin ngayon, hindi natin masasabi. Dito sa Singapore, kapag nawalan ka ng trabaho, may mga company na papasok ka na lang, hindi ka makakapasok dahil wala ka ng trabaho. So, they will give you only 1 month para maghanap ulit ng trabaho. Pero paano kung hindi ka nakahanap ng trabaho? Diba? Uuwi ka ng Pilipinas. So, yun yung mahirap. So, mahalaga sa isang OFW na handa ka, ano man yung mangyari, naka-prepare ka, meron kang plan B. Kaya magandang simulan siya habang nagtatrabaho ka. Hindi ka mangangamba, mawalan ka man ng trabaho, tanggalin ka man ng company. Kasi lahat ng empleyado, we are, diba, anytime, pag gusto ng company na hindi ka na kailangan, pwede ka nilang tanggalin. So, hindi ka mangangamba kasi meron ka ng business na aasahan and yun nga, anong oras man gusto mong umuwi, pwede kang umuwi. Hindi mo aalalahanin na ay wala ka ng income, wala ka ng aasahan. Ba? So, mahalaga na meron kang business na aasahan anuman ang mangyari. So, ayun po. Meron pa ba tayong mga comments? Okay. So, ayun po. So, maraming salamat po sa pag-tune in. So, narinig niyo po yung mga dahilan bakit kailangan mong mag-start ng digital business. Gusto mo magkakasama kayong mga sama-sama kayong family. Siyempre, nung nag-asawa ka, nagkaanak ka, ang goal mo magkakasama kayo. Hindi goal na magkahiwa-hiwalay ang isang family. So, dinisign niya ni Lord na magkakasama kayong family para especially yung may mga anak, ba, na masubaybayan yung paglaki ng anak, hindi mo ma-miss kung ano yung mga nangyayari sa mga anak mo, and especially yung relationship. Kasi if you want relationship, you need to spend time with your children. Kung hindi ka nag-spend ng time sa children mo, hindi mo alam sino ba ang anak mo, sino ba ikaw sa anak mo. So mahalaga na yung oras na i-spend mo sa family mo. Retirement, di ba? Hanggang kailan ka mag-retire? Kapag ka mahina ka na? Kapag talagang may sakit ka na? Or pagod ka na talaga? Di ba? Mas maganda makapag-retire ka na mas maaga, ma-enjoy mo yung family mo, ma-enjoy mo kung ano yung meron ka. And especially, meron ka ding magkaroon ng financial independence, financial stability, and financial peace. Araw-araw gumagastos tayo. So, kailangan natin ng another source of income, another stream of income na magiging at peace tayo. Gumastos man tayo ng gumastos, meron tayong income na dumarating. And yung flexibility ng business na 1 or 2 hours mo lang gagawin, even you are an OFW, iba na meron kang mga 1 hour or 2 hours magagawa mo yung business. And especially kung breadwinner ka, ikaw lang ang inaasahan, hindi ka pwedeng mawalan ng trabaho, hindi ka pwedeng mawalan ng income. So, maganda na meron kang plan B, meron kang plan at magkaroon ka ng business. So, if you are interested na magkaroon ng sarili mong negosyo, sarili mong online business, meron kaming free webinar. Pwede mong panoorin yung aming free webinar para maintindihan mo itong aming business. You can sign up sa aming mga website. Makita mo yan sa mga pages namin. So, you can register your name and email address para may send sa yung link ng webinar namin. And kung meron pa kayong gustong malaman sa aming digital business, you can comment kung ano yung mga topic na gusto nyo pag-usapan namin. So maraming salamat sa inyo. Thanks for tuning in and hope to see you next time. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you, ladies.